Welcome back to JDC.
Welcome back to the JDC podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the JDC podcast.
Welcome back to the JDC podcast.
Welcome back, JDC
Welcome back to the JDC podcast. And we're here with a very, very special guest, one of Jersey's finest. This is Jada.
Hi. Thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited to be here. Like I told you when I got in, I'm nervous a little bit. This is my first interview podcast, so but it's lit though. Like, you know, because we already know each other. So what's up?
Ain't it crazy though? Like, we've all been to school with each other for like so many years, and it's like it's crazy to see each other's growth. You know,
yes,
what I mean? Like whether it be from like a distance or from like an Instagram page, it's crazy how much people have grown throughout time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or what do you think about that?
I actually find it like I love it. Like, that's the best way that I could put it. This might sound really crazy. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but I have recurring dreams of Franklin High School.
For real?
Yeah, like since we graduated, I have dreams of like people that we went to school with, or like just it. Like I'll end up at the school, I'll end up like on the bleachers outside, or like in the football field, or like it's so weird. But since we've graduated, I've always had dreams about Franklin High School. And I don't know if it's because like you guys know I've had like trauma there, and so like it's kind of like mentally like like I feel like that's part of the reason why, because I'll ask people and I'm like, do you do that? Like, do you have dreams about like people that you went to high school with or whatever? And they're like, no, like, but I guess it's just
I don't have dreams about people. I have dreams like I'm just walking the halls on the first day and I don't have a schedule. Like some shit like
everyone
that.
has that dream.
Yeah, like I'm just lost and I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? I don't know what class I'm going to.
But ain't it crazy though? Cause like I'm not gonna lie, I be having dreams too. Like except my dreams switch from like the hallways to like an ocean. It's so fucking crazy. It's some weird shit, real shit. But like how do you view those dreams? Do they happen frequently?
Actually not as much as they used to, which I'm actually grateful for, because like I'm very analytical, like especially with dreams. Like I'm very spiritual, so I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, what does this mean? Why did I see these people? Like, what was this dream? Yes, always. I look at everything as a message, and so what was this trying to tell me? What was this lesson that I was supposed to learn moving forward? So
would you say you're like on your spiritual journey, or you're trying to be on the spiritual journey, or how do you look at that?
I have a different take on it.
Well, what is spirituality to you?
Oh, that's a good question.
I define spirituality as, this is the best way that I could define it. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Mm-hmm. And so at the end of the day, whether you consider yourself religious, spiritual, whatever, at the end of the day, we're spirits. That's why we can dream. That's why we have deja vu. That's why we can be empathetic towards, that's a spirit. And so we're all spiritual, but there's some people that are in tune with it, that look deeper into it. And then there are others that they accept it for what it is, or they don't really pay attention to it, and they just accept it as life. So I feel like everyone's spiritual.
Oh, that's fly, bro.
When did you start thinking like this, though? Because I feel like you didn't think like this in high school.
I actually did, but I thought about it. I thought like this a lot. Like, for me, I grew up in a household where, like, we were taught, like my dad taught us so much at home, like about like African American history, and like besides like slavery and like civil rights movement, like all this stuff. So I was learning a lot of information at home, to where from a young age I already had I'll say outside of the box mentality, to where when I got to school, especially history class, it was very contradictory to me, the things that they would teach us. And so it was hard for me to sit there and listen to it, because I knew different things, different information that was kind of like different than what they were teaching us. So I realized that as I got older, though, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but we are now in the age of Aquarius, or the age of information. And what that means is that's why everything is so technological now. This is why there's so much exposure going on now. This is why there's so much AI going on now, because it's the age of information, the age of technology, where it's no longer about belief, it's about knowing. Physical. So I think that I've always thought this way, but now it's like aligning with the time frame that we're in, that now more people are kind of understanding it, you know? Yeah.
Damn, that was a lot.
That's some deep shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I talk a lot. I'm gonna let you guys know. I talk a lot.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to like go along with what you're saying. I'm like, what the fuck?
Word, that shit kind of cracked the code. Looking, I'm like, damn, she really on to something right now, you know?
No, but what are you doing up here though? Because you moved to Florida, right?
Yes, I did. I moved to Orlando, and I'm back in
Hey.
Jersey. Jersey for life.
You just up here visiting family?
I actually moved back. Originally, guys, it's so crazy. I came up here, I want to say the end of May, beginning of June. And then I saw my family, and it was just like, damn, like, I just miss being here. Honestly, Florida wasn't for me. At least Orlando, for what I do, like, I dance. It just wasn't for me. I feel like when I vacationed out there, I got a different experience than when I actually was living there. It was completely different.
Yeah, because you're just out there like trying to have a good time.
Yes. And once you're actually like physically there, you realize like, oh, my skin is too dark for like this crowd. Like seriously, like it's really different. Like
A lot of white people there?
not even Spanish, but they do not like black women.
There's a lot of Cubans over there.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot, like from different places though, Puerto Rican, Cuban, like you said, just everywhere. But yes, like it wasn't for me. Like, and how you say yo quiero mi español españolas.
Oh,
Spanish.
you want your Spanish woman?
No. I love Spanish
okay.
people. His heritage, language. You know, you and fucking Andres, we used to be like the best of friends. Like,
Bro, we wanted to invite him
yes,
to
you
be
should have.
like sitting here.
But like, it's just so different. Like, and I what I mean by that is that like the culture, it's a huge culture shock as far as like, it's very much like integrated up here and very much segregated down there.
Still?
Yeah.
Wait, so by that you mean like the Spanish people keep to the Spanish?
It's
people,
kind of
black
like
people, black
sections.
people?
Yeah, it's kind of like sections. Like this is where majority white people are, Hispanic people, Indian people, white people. Like, but up here it's so much. It's not like that at all.
No,
You'll ride up Hamilton Street and you'll see a mix, a variety of everybody and everything. And so, I feel like it was just that alone was like, I don't know. I just wasn't used to that.
No, you're right. Because I was in Fort Lauderdale. I was doing a roof over there. And I was like, damn, you're right. There's different sections, different streets, different parts. I'm like, bro, there's the majority of Cubans over here. We're working in the white area. Boom. Over here is like, the black people. And over here is like barely any like, there's like fucking forest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like nothing.
Yes.
At the same.
Swamps.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that like I meant by like vacationing out there versus living out there is completely different. When I went out there and I vacationed, it was like, you go to the beaches, you go to the malls, like
Yeah,
you
you're
just
at the
see
tourist
people.
spots.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm expecting it to be like this like luxurious, like vacation-y kind of lifestyle every single day. Don't get me wrong, the weather was beautiful. I miss it every single day. But baby, the driving, oh my God, they drive too slow. Like, and maybe again, we're from Jersey. We do everything fast. Everything is fast.
That's how it is
So
in the
being out,
Northeast.
it was just insane. Like, I'm like, this hour to work plus the traffic, making it almost 2 hours it's not gonna work
God
for me.
damn.
You know what's funny, bro? I noticed the same thing when I went to California. That like everybody's just slow. Like you're just taking it slow, enjoying life and shit. Over here, it's like, nah, it's quick. You just gotta get to it.
I think
right
it's
now.
because we have all 4 seasons. When that winter hits, we're not trying to take our time, okay? But they have full 365 days of just hot, like, so they could take their time and
That's
relax.
a good point. I never thought about that.
Damn. Yeah. Facts.
But why did you
Yeah.
move to Florida in the first place? Just for a man.
It was
It was.
kind of, and it's so crazy because like I tried to convince myself more than anyone else like that it wasn't, but it mostly was. Like me and well, we're back together now, but me and my boyfriend at the time, we were broken up for like a year, but we were still in communication. He was doing his own thing, I was doing my own thing, but like I went out there to see him like once like every freaking other month. And so it was like we still had that connection. And so I ended up just going out there. Oh, we're not gonna live together, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. I got out there and I told that man stay on my damn Airbnb. He never left since, like back together since then. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He came back to Jersey with me.
How did you guys meet? Is that the one that You were with after high school?
I was actually with him senior year, like from senior year, and we've been together since.
When did you decide to become a stripper?
Okay, so I decided to start dancing after I didn't go to Morgan State. So I got accepted into Morgan. I went to my orientation. Okay, let's backtrack. We had graduation, okay?
Yeah.
2019,
Okay.
June.
Oh shit.
I went to my orientation July 2019. I was supposed to start school August because, you know, down south they start school earlier than us.
Okay.
So I went to orientation. First of all, it was like a hassle to get anybody to take me to orientation, like, which is really like fucked up. I could curse on here, right?
Like
Yeah.
family?
Okay. Yeah, like literally like nobody wanted to take me. Like it was like, oh, like I don't know how you're gonna get there, this and that. Like it was like I really didn't have anybody to really help me. And but before I went to Morgan State for my orientation, I was staying in New York with my boyfriend. Lived so many places since we graduated. So I was staying in upstate New York. I then came back to Jersey, went to orientation. Then I came back to Jersey. So was supposed to start school a few weeks later. And nobody wanted to take me. They told me that like they didn't know how I was gonna get there. So, okay, I guess I'm not going to college anymore. Mind you, I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters. I'm the first to actually go to a 4-year college, got accepted, and was like ready to go. And nobody wanted to help me with that. Broke my fucking heart. So I went back to New
How
York
far?
with my
Where
boyfriend.
is Morgan? What state is that in?
Fucking Baltimore. 2.5 hours away. Yes. Yes, nothing.
That's a 3-hour.
It's literally nothing. And so it was very like heartbreaking to me that like I didn't have that support.
I'm over here thinking that shit is in like Georgia.
For real. Though.
Right. So I went back to New York to live with my boyfriend, and I think that I was no, I don't think I was working at the time because it was just like, okay, like now I have to figure out like what school I'm gonna go to. I was looking at freaking I was looking at the community colleges and colleges in New York, and I was considering going out there. And my best friend called me. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she wants everybody to know that she dances, but
I already know.
yeah, you know. But my best friend, she FaceTimed me and she just shows me her shoes. And I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm coming back to Jersey. Like it was no thought to it. I don't know what made me want to. It wasn't anything. It was just my friend, she was doing it, and I'm like, bitch, let's get this money together. Like, fuck it. Like, you know? So I came back to Jersey, and literally, you know, we live in Somerset. So we were driving to Patterson.
Yeah, there's really no strip clubs over here. So.
And not even that, we just didn't want anybody to know. We were only 18 at the time. You know, we were only 18. This was like, 2 months after graduating from freaking high school? Like, literally, like. So she would come and get me early in the morning, 10 o'clock. We take that hour ride. We stop, get something to eat, and then we go. We were working at a Russian club. Mind you, if you were not Russian, if you were not a Russian girl, by 7 p.m. you had to leave. So you're black, you're Hispanic, you're anything other than Russian, you had to leave because that was their club at night. So my first day dancing, I made $78. And when I tell you, I was hype as hell over that $78 because y'all, like, let me tell you.
When you started with that 7, I thought you were about to say 7.
No,
for real.
I wish I made $7, but like, let me tell you, like, it was the quickness that came with it. Like, it was the easy, the flow that came with it, that like I could get on stage and dance and walk up to a guy and he's gonna hand me money. Or I could say, oh, like, let's go do a dance and he's gonna give me money.
But how did you feel though, like that first day? Like, were you nervous at all, or was it just like, it's just?
I think that having such and this is probably like really fucked up, but I think that having such a traumatic experience, sexual experience at that, made it easier for me to be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, and I'm a Sagittarius, love the attention. So if I could get the attention and then get the money from it, and then I'm with my best friend, it was like a no-brainer to me. So, but I definitely was nervous every time a family member would call me, like, because I always felt like, oh shit, like they know what I'm doing. You know, I feel like with anything that you're like not supposed to be doing.
So you hid it from them at first? For
sure.
When did they find out?
Only recently. Only
really?
Recently.
Like,
yeah.
how recently? Like May?
Like, no, like last year, I want to say.
Okay.
How did they find out?
So this is actually really crazy. So me and my sister's boyfriend, we got into an argument. And literally, like, I think the next day or two, my mom called me, or she texted me, and she's like, I need you to call me. Like, we need to talk. And for whatever reason, I just knew, like, you know?
You could tell.
Yeah, like, that intuition, yes. And so she calls me, and she's like, oh, like, so-and-so said that his friend saw you at the club, and this, and the third. Mind you, the club I was working at the time was in Neptune. And I'm like...
Damn, all the way up there?
Yeah. I travel... Like, even, like, the spot that I work at now is, like, by the shore. I usually work by the shore. Yeah. White men love black women. Like, literally. Okay? And, so, yeah. And at this time, I was actually staying with my sister. And because me and my boyfriend had broke up at the time, I moved out of my apartment, moved in with my sister. And so I was really depressed at the time. And she was literally, like, sitting on the couch, like, coaching me to what to say. Because it's still my mom. I'm so anxious because she asked me about me dancing. And I still really want to lie. But my sister's like, no, like, tell her, like, nobody's helping you with anything. They didn't help you literally with anything. I got my own car. I was paying my own bills. Like, I did everything for myself. So really, what does it matter? And so I told my mom that on the phone. And at the time, it seemed like she was upset. But it was just like, whatever. But I will say, when I was moving to Florida and I was getting in the truck, she called me and she was telling me, I know what you do and I'm not judging you. I love you. Do what you got to do to make your money. Be safe and know that we got you. If you ever need to come home, if you ever need anything, we got you.
Damn,
and so that was
why
like...
couldn't they have you when you wanted to go to Morgan?
Exactly. So. And that's the crazy part is that, like, it was really like my dad that didn't want me to go. He was really like, oh, like, it's a bad city, whatever. But it was like, in my mind, I just felt like it was like him just wanting everybody to be still in Somerset. Still in Somerset.
Like when you were going to Morgan?
Yes.
To be fair, Baltimore is a pretty shitty city.
It is, and the crazy part is that a boy actually did just get killed on the campus the same month that I was going to my orientation.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it was, like, pretty crazy. But me and everyone else in my family was like, any city is crazy.
Your dad, he's kind of like, I'm not entirely sure what his profession is, but it's something along the lines of law enforcement, right?
No.
Like something like that?
No.
What does he do?
He drove, like, trucks.
What the fuck? So where am I getting that someone in your family was kind of associated?
Because he's, like, very much, like, into all of that stuff. Like, that's where I learned a lot of stuff from. He studies a lot.
He was probably reading that on the headlines like a fucking news.
No, literally, even when I was just living in Florida, he would send me, like, freaking news articles. Oh, this one just got killed in Orlando. This just happened. I'm like, why is everything so negative? Like, I'm not... Don't get me wrong. I was hearing gunshots a lot. But it's like, I know... I believe in discernment, and I believe in the energy that you put out is the energy that you receive. And I don't do anything wrong to anyone. I don't put myself in negative situations. So why would I want to bring that negative energy into my space? If I tell myself that today is going to be a good day, I believe that today is going to be a good day. Definitely. Set those intentions to begin with. I'm not going to say, well, maybe this could happen, or maybe that could happen, or, oh, I heard that this happened. Well, that didn't happen to me, so I'm not going to wish that on my life, you know?
Damn, that's a good way of thinking about it, though. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like we all think about, well, for me at least, I'm like, whatever the day brings is whatever the day brings. And if it goes well, if it goes bad, whatever.
And you know what? I learned that most people have that mentality, and it's nothing wrong with that. But how I want to live my life is I want to be the one that's in control. So instead of saying that whatever today brings is what today brings, no, bitch, I'm going to make today be what I want it to be. So even if I say that I want to make $100 and I don't make the $100 today and I only made 50, well, tomorrow I'm going to make that other 50. You know what I mean? You start all over again, but you set the intentions of what it is that you want. If your goal is to have $100,000 or 100,000 subscribers, set that goal and set a time frame on it. That's how you set real intentions, and that's how you manifest. And every single day, tell yourself that I'm going to get that $100,000. I'm going to get that 100,000 subscribers. However it has to come. Whether it's somebody shouting you out or it's somebody reposting it or it's just by chance you wake up and you just have it. But when you set those intentions, the creator, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, you got to meet them halfway. So you do have to work and you're going to get met halfway. That's how I think. And it has not let me down since.
So speaking of $100, how much money did you make being a stripper? Like on average per night?
On average?
Here versus Florida.
Florida, I'm not going to lie. Florida was shitty.
For real?
I'm not going to lie.
Damn, I would have thought you were making more over there.
Yeah, everybody did. Like, I came back and they were like, what the fuck? Like, and I just think that I didn't have the motivation. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't that the potential wasn't there. It's not that the money or the customers wasn't there. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm so big on energy. And when I feel like this is not the place for me, I'm not going to act like it is. Like, I'm just going to, like, remove myself. And that's it. Here, like, I've had $1,000 days here. I've had $800 days where, like, during the day shift. And people are always like, clubs are open during the day. Hell yeah. And if I could get up at 10 o'clock in the morning and get to the club, literally, I would be there before my managers sometimes. It was so funny. Like, I would get there like 11:45, the club open at 12. Customers don't usually get there until 1 o'clock. But once you're in, like, a hustle mindset, it's like anything. Like, once you get into the habit of doing something, okay, well, now every single day I'm waking up 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, getting myself together, on the road by 10, get there by 11, make sure I get food on the way, sit outside, smoke me a blunt, and by the time my manager gets there, I'm going inside. And then I could sit in the locker room and I could do my makeup, or I could just chill and kick it, I could get on the stage and practice or whatever. And then by the time the customers come in, I'm making money because they see me on stage. So now it's like, oh, you the only girl in here, or it's two girls in here. And that's the other thing. The spot that I work in, again, you have to know your audience. White men love black women.
Hey.
And I'm the only black girl in there during the day. Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to make decent money. And so, but at night, I would say that it's definitely hit or miss. On night shift, I would say I average about $400.
That's still good as hell.
How many hours?
I usually come in like 8, 9 o'clock, and then I'll leave like between like 12 and 1. I'll stay till 2.
That's mad good. Yeah,
I'll stay till 2 if it's a good night.
Damn,
like, I'll
for
stay.
real though.
Yeah.
She made the right move.
We might as well become strippers, bro.
But it's like, no, like, the thing is that, like, the money is good, but the mental toll that it takes on you is also like, it's just as quick as the money. Like,
What do you mean by that? Mental toll?
that you're always being judged.
So you're saying like the money comes with damage, is what you're saying?
It's like you have to have thick skin. You have to be prepared for a guy to tell you, get the hell out of my face. Like, and not that all of them are like that, but you can come across guys like that will look at you up and down and be like, no, I'm good. Or like, I worked in Philly where I saw a guy straight push a girl, like, because she accidentally like touched him. Like, and you have to really like, you have to have thick skin, and you have to be ready to be rejected. When I first started dancing at 18 years old, I thought that I was the shit. I thought that I looked good. I had a nice body. I knew how to do makeup. I knew how to do my hair. And I got to the club, and I was getting rejected left and right. And it really made me feel a way about myself. What's wrong with me? Why am I being rejected by men? I've never been rejected by a man. I've never, you know what I mean? And it makes you feel like, damn, like really, what's wrong with me? And that's why a lot of girls, again, before I say this, nothing wrong with it, to each their own. But this is why a lot of girls, they will get things done to their bodies. They will get enhancements done to their bodies, because it's really like a dog-eat-dog world. If you look at yourself and you're like, oh, well, my body looks like this, but I want to look like that. Either you do it because you want to make that bread and you really like feel in your heart that you want to do that, or you're doing it because you've been pressured into doing that and you don't love yourself enough. So you got to have thick ass skin to be a dancer. It's not just about the money.
So you wouldn't get a BBL?
I've thought about it, but like, it's like,
is it the risk involved or the money?
no,
That's just
it's
like,
not even that. It's just like, I feel like I could literally work out. I could gain weight and do that. My tits, that's something different. You can't work out and get no tits. Like, that's something different. I've considered that like so many
can't
times.
do like a
like,
chest press, and you know what I mean?
I don't know.
No, it's
It'll
not.
probably get really muscly, right?
yeah, exactly. Like, I look like a fucking bodybuilder. Like, but
Shit, you'll probably get even more, but who knows? Never know.
But it's like, I just have so many people that tell me like, yo, like, you don't need that. Like, you don't need it. Like, anything. They're like, yo, you're like beautiful, face beautiful, like body beautiful, like. And to me, I think that what it is like I'm not gonna lie, there have definitely been times where I felt, especially now, like I've lost a lot of weight since high school. Like I'm way smaller now than I was like when we were in high school. And so the money that I was making, even dancing then, 2019, 2020, is different than the money that I'm making now. I have to work a little bit harder now because I'm smaller now. And so going into the club scene, for me, my finesse is I'll fuck a pole up. I practice that so
you
that
be doing all this shit with like the ring flying around.
I don't know how to do all that, baby, but we getting there now. But like now, like a pole, like I love it. I love the sport. I love the exercise. Like I'm so much stronger because of that.
So you
like,
genuinely enjoy doing it.
I love it. I've I danced in high school. I danced in middle school. Like literally, I danced in 7th grade. Mr. Ramos literally yelling at our ass every freaking day, like at rehearsal. And so I grew a love for it. But the pole is like, that was something that going into dancing, I felt like you had to master that. I felt like everyone had to know pole work. You don't. You could shake your ass and literally guys would throw money on you. I've seen girls sit on stage texting on their phone and guys would throw money on them just to get their attention. Like it's literally like like seriously. It's a different world. Like it's a different lifestyle. Like, and yeah, but what I was gonna say is that I have felt the pressure of like, girl, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like, but again, that's why I found my own niche. What is it that I'm good at? I'm good at pole dancing. I'm good at articulating. So I could talk to a guy and that's how I could sell a dance, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not going to make the most money off of shaking my ass because I don't have the biggest butt in here. You know what I mean? Now, if it's 2 or 3 girls in here, maybe, because it's less variety. But it's so many different girls that you have to know your hustle. You have to know how to make money or else it's not going to work for you.
Do you remember your first solo dance, I guess is what it is? Private dance? Is that what it's called?
Oh,
private dance.
Yeah, at the club.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was with a white guy. He was really weird. I'm sorry, that was such a like weird way to start. I'm sorry. He was he was just sitting there like this and like kept his hands to his side, which is good. You feel me? Don't touch me. Like I love that. But it was just like, you can tell when people are like on drugs, or like you can tell when people like, and when I say drugs, I mean like cocaine or like pills or like, you know, it's a lot of that. Not everywhere though. I feel like people think that it's like OD like that. It's really not. It depends on the club that you work at. Seriously.
And which club was this?
This was the first club that I ever worked at in Patterson.
Wow.
The
Russian
club, yes. But yeah, so I was freaking talking to this guy. Like I got off stage and I'm talking to him because in the Jersey clubs it's different than the clubs down south. And up north, you have to get off stage and you have to walk around the bar. And you have to go up like to all the customers so you could get tipped. It's different down south. You don't do that. You just, if they come up and they tip you, they could tip you. If not, you go on the floor and you walk around and try to talk to guys and sell dances like that. So yeah, I'm talking to this guy. And he's like not really like saying anything. And what I love is that my friend that was already working there, she told me like, girl, this man does not spend any money. But she ended up being able to like get him to do a dance with me because it was my first day. And yeah, like he was just really awkward. He didn't even speak. Like it was just really weird. And I didn't know what to do. So I'm like I don't know. I was probably awkward too. Like now that I think about it. Like, but now I will fuck up a lap dance. Like literally like, oh my God. Like I love it. Like, and it's probably, for me, I love the dancing aspect. So when I'm doing a lap dance, you're going to get a fucking exceptional lap dance because I'm actually really into it. Like, you know, like it's like a craft to me. It's an art form.
Just wondering, like, what are the types of people you see the most at strip clubs? Like, who are the characters you see, like, while working?
Do you mean, like, as far as coworkers or as far as, like, customers?
As far as customers.
Okay.
Because, like, look, I work in construction, right?
Yeah.
And I can tell you from personal experience.
We love construction. Construction guys love the strip club.
Yes. I'm not a strip club guy personally.
Yeah.
I went to my first time to the strip club with them. Yeah. And that was this year. And, like, But everybody that I know that I worked around has always told me, yo, let's go to the strip club after work. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm trying to go home. Let me go home, bro. But yeah, like I really want to.
Okay. So construction guys usually come during the day.
Holy shit.
Like they do. They usually come like okay. It's easy. It's either. Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. It's either they're on their break during the day, lunch breaks, or like you said, they're coming in after work, and they usually come in like as groups.
Yeah.
And they're always like with their freaking work clothes still on.
I know they be smelling some type of way. Am I wrong?
No, like sometimes, like it depends. Like it depends. But no, like they're not. No, there have been customers that really like. You want to talk about stink? Like it's been guys that really come in that like it's like they haven't showered in fucking like weeks. That is wild. And it's like, where the hell do you have money for a strip club from when you smell like you're fucking homeless? Like I don't understand. But okay, characters. I would say you have the white customers. It's different varieties of them though.
Was he like businessman?
For sure. Love them.
Order
Love
a plate
them.
of wings.
Love them. You know what's really crazy though? Businessmen a lot of times, I'm about to give y'all some tea. Businessmen are freaks. Like they're into like, believe it or not, like they're into like really like different stuff. And it's
What
because
do you mean by different?
Like getting choked.
yeah, like they like to be dominated. Like they really do. And the reason why I feel like it's because, or not I feel like, this is scientifically proven.
Ooh. She got the facts. Take out the chemistry.
They are like so used to being in power and in charge that they want somebody else to take charge of them. So it's like that's like they're into like the BDSM and like all that shit. Not always at the club, but I'm just saying like that's like a general like known thing. Like they are the ones like they're really into that, especially like the CEOs and like the ones that like are really like at the top of the companies for sure.
Crazy.
For sure.
Damn.
Yeah. So you have the white guys, the ones that are either there to drink, get fucked up drunk, the ones that are there to get fucked up on coke.
Wait, do they do it in the club?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. They like, and it's so crazy because like they're so open with it. Like, do you have any blow? Like, do you party? Like, this is her. And I'm like,
want some?
and it's so crazy because like I've had so many white customers tell me like, yo, black women do not do cocaine. I'm like, yeah, well, smoke a blunt, okay? If you have some weed, I'll hit the blunt. But like, I'm cool off the cocaine. Like, personally, babe, I'm good. But you have the black guys. They're usually like more like. You either have the flexers, they're usually like up north. You have like Patterson, Newark, like, you know, like the hood spots, you know, New York City, when like the when the PPP loans was out. Oh yeah, the money was beautiful. Okay. But yeah, like, oh, you have the Spanish guys. You guys usually come in like really like cool, like real chill. Sometimes
Oh, $1 here.
freaking no, but it depends though, because some Hispanic guys love ass, okay? Grabbing on it, all of that. Y'all love ass. So that's the Spanish guys. I love when women come in. They always show so much love. Like women just love strippers for whatever reason. I feel like because a lot of women would like to do it.
I feel like you could tell us about that. I feel like you could tell us about
And
that.
like, yeah, like, and we love when women come. Like, they show the most. They respect us. Like, it's about. They understand that it's about the money. Like, guys come in and it's like, bitch, what can I get for $20? Like, literally, like, and it's like this is not that. Like, especially when it's a, I want to say, entertainment or a go-go bar, I'll say, because there's different kinds of clubs. You have
What's a go-go bar?
A go-go bar is like I usually work at go-go bars. Go-go bars are like when you're have outfit on the whole time. No naked, like you're not naked at all. Like no nipples, no nothing. Then you have the strip clubs where like you are topless. You have topless clubs, and then you have like full nude clubs. So yeah.
Have you ever worked at a full nude club?
Yeah, for sure. Money is beautiful. But I worked at a nude club. I think so I worked there like 3 times, but I only stayed the whole night 1 time. And the money was so good. It was these 2 like really young white boys. and they were like so lit. They had so much freaking money, freaking beers they came in with, and they were like, yo, this is our first time at the strip club. Like, it was only me and like 3 other girls. And we got on stage and they just threw everything at us, and it was just beautiful. And that was my first night there.
Fly.
Like, it was amazing. Like, so I was like, it's all of our first night, so what's up? Like, but yeah, like, you have so many different kinds of people that come into the club, but it's so cool to see the environment of people just turning up, being loose. People come in there and they're not the same person that they are outside of the strip club. And it's sometimes good and it's sometimes bad, because sometimes you get the sides of people that they're not going to show to anyone else. So you're getting like the worst side of them, you know? Like, and what I mean by that is, as a dancer, you're not just a dancer, you're a therapist. A lot of guys are not coming there just to see ass and titties. They're coming there because they actually want somebody to talk to. Like, they're in unhappy marriages, like, or a lot of guys are widowed, you know what I mean? Or they just are in fucking, like, I don't know, like, unhappy relationships, whatever the circumstances may be. Like, a lot of men come into the club and they just really want somebody to talk to. And that's where it's like, this is where, like, dancers talk about getting paid for our time, because that's where it comes from. Like, yeah, I could sit here with you for 20 minutes or an hour and talk to you about your wife and your kids and all this, but what am I really getting out of it? You know what I mean? And it's like, no, like, seriously, like, they'll come in there and they'll tell you everything. Yeah, I'm married, but like, I want to do this and third with you. Like, I want to take you here. I want to take this trip with you. And it's like, it's like their getaway, kind of. So, yeah.
That's crazy to think about. I didn't even think about it like that. I was like,
Almost like their little escape from reality.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like, with dancers, it's like, dancers, we're here for basically a good time. We're not going to ask you about work, for real. We're not going to ask you why you didn't text us back. Why didn't you call me back? We don't give a fuck about that. As long as you're sending the money, as long as, like, I see you again and the money keeps coming in, I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, I don't care. And that's why, like, I feel like a lot of guys, like, they get it, like, especially in relationships, they feel insecure. They'll feel a way about their girlfriend being a dancer. And that's where they get it, like, confused, thinking that we actually, like, want these guys. I don't care if this is a 20, 30-year-old man with $1 million in his bank account. That man is not, I really just want the money in your bank. I swear to God. And that might sound very fucked up, but just as much as I want the money that's in your bank account, you want to have sex with me. And you just want to use me 9 times out of 10. So really, I'm not using you. It's just a equally beneficial relationship. You get to be with a beautiful woman. You get my time, and you're paying me for my time, and that's really what it is. So.
Facts, just business.
Literally, it's just business.
Has there ever been a situation that made you uncomfortable at the strip club, like while you were working there?
For sure. I think that when I first started, it's like the boundaries that you have to have, like, off rip. And that's kind of what, it kind of goes into what I was saying about, like, having thick skin. Like, if you're not tough enough or you can't speak up for yourself enough to tell this person, like, don't touch me. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to do that. Like, then it's not going to work out for you, because it's a lot of girls that have gotten kidnapped. There's a lot of girls that have gotten sexually assaulted or gotten raped. Literally, like, our job is like 50% like you're being sexually harassed because they're touching you and they want to do this and they want to do that. And so you're constantly having to tell guys, like, stop, unless you're carrying yourself with that energy to where, like, they know not to treat you that way. I've always tried to carry myself with a sort of integrity, or, like, sort of energy, with, like, sort of class. Yeah, I'm a dancer, but you're still gonna treat me like a woman. You know what I mean? Not an object, but a woman. Delicate, soft, like, you know what I mean? Like a flower. Don't treat me like I'm not shit, you know? And that's where the problems are gonna start. So, yeah, definitely. But as I've gotten older and became more comfortable with myself and standing up for myself, less and less, for sure.
What's the weirdest encounter you had with a customer?
I think that one of the top ones is like you'll have customers. This is really disgusting, but like I've had a customer like while I'm doing a VIP with him lick the bottom of my like dance shoes.
What?
Yeah,
Lick the bottom?
lick them like literally. Yeah.
Dirty
It's a lot. No, like seriously, like, and it's like I don't know.
How did he go about doing that? Did he ask you, "Hey, could I lick your shoes?"
Let me think, because this was a while ago. From what I can recall, yeah, baby boy just went for it. Like,
Just wondering, like, how did he?
So like you're on,
like.
so if you're on like the couches, whatever, we're sitting like this, right? And I'm doing like, I don't even know how to explain it. So like I'm like leaning forward on like sitting on him. Say he's on the chair, I'm like leaning forward on him. So my feet are like back like this, but on him. And so he like lifted like my legs like this to his leg and like that.
That's fucking weird.
Sick
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That man's a freak for real.
Yeah, no, seriously. Guys come in there and they do crazy ass shit.
You ever had a guy jerk off in there?
You know,
I feel like that would be common, bro, if I'm being honest.
no, like it's actually like, yeah, like I've definitely had it happen before, like while in the VIP room, and it's really fucking gross. Like, seriously.
For real, though.
And the worst part, and this is why I don't like working at clubs like where they don't have cameras in the VIP room, is because guys, especially regulars, like they feel like they can do anything because they know what the club setup is like. And so this is why you have to like, and this is for anybody that like wants to be a dancer, like before you do a room, have set rules before you go in there. Like literally, like tell the person that you're going into the room with what you're okay with and what you're not okay with. My dumb ass would just be finessing, like, yeah, like, come on, let's go. Oh yeah, can we do this and the third? Come on, let's go. I'm acting like I don't even hear you because I really just want the bread. Let's go. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you do. Literally, I'll stand there and dance while you sit there and do whatever the fuck you do. When that 15-minute timer go off, when that 30-minute timer go off, I'm out of there. I already got my money. Like, seriously. Yeah, but I wouldn't advise that though, like that, like, because a lot of guys like will get really upset with that because you're basically like lying to them, like, and you're telling them or accepting things that you're really not okay with. So don't do that. Don't be like me.
There's something that I really want to know. When you first started stripping, you had a boyfriend, right?
Yes.
How did he feel about it when you told him, "Hey, I want to become a stripper"?
I feel he had the same reaction that any other guy would have. Like, he was like...
Were you just, like, upfront about it? Like, hey, my friend, who shall not be named, just called me. You know, she's doing this, I want to go join her.
Yeah. Literally, straight like that. He was just like...
What did he say? How did he react?
He
What
literally
happened?
was just like, okay, like, if that's what you want to do, like, I trust you. But it was like, we would... I don't want to, it's such a complicated fucking thing because, like, it was like, because I was dancing, he got kind of the short end of the stick. I changed a lot when I first started dancing. I kind of became like a bitch because I was getting so much money. I was like doing, like, living kind of a fast-paced life that it was like, if he said something to me, well, where are you at? What are you doing? This isn't third. I felt like he was like, on me, like, why are you always asking me where I am? Why are you always doing this? Why are you always doing that? And it's like, in all reality, that's that defensiveness.
That's what a relationship is.
Yeah, and you feel like you're doing something wrong, and so you're getting on the defensive. When in all reality, he's just asking me where I am, or he's asking me what I'm doing, or he's asking me how I am. Yeah, he definitely was very, of course, jealous, I'll say, or protective is a better way to put it. Yeah, but 5 years later, we still...
Did he treat you any different, like, once you started? Because, of course, he was probably like, yeah, you know, I trust you.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do, whatever, it's making money. Yeah. But I'm sure that you would do some stuff and he'd kind of be like,
I think that where he started to treat me different was just really when it came to money. That ego that y'all men have. Oh, I don't.
He was like, damn, so when you gonna buy me a belt?
No, not even that. Like, kind of the opposite. Like, he didn't want me to do anything because, like, I feel like if any guys, like you have to really put this into perspective. I could go to work and make $500 to where most people have to go to work for a week and get that $500 check. So the same amount of money that it might take you 40 hours to make, it just took me 5 hours to make. And so that's going to kind of create some friction. You know what I mean? It's again, the man wanting to be the provider.
I'll be like, shit, let's get a new car. Like,
and for me, that was the type of time that I was on. I really wanted him to be like I got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, if it was vice versa, even though I'm a woman, you're a man, regardless, if somebody's telling you I got you, I'm going to take that and shut the hell up. I don't know, like, I wanted to do so many things for him, but he just didn't. That pride was in the way, and yeah, I'll stack my bread. And that's when y'all broke up. No, we broke up for different reasons. Like, it was just so much friction. Like, literally, like I was saying, I really had to become a bitch. Like, I was really, like, kind of emotionless. I didn't care. Oh, I hurt your feelings. You're a man. What you mean? Get over it. Like, literally, that's how I was coming. That's how I was coming to him. And it's like, and then when we broke up, I realized how much of a bitch I was treating him. And it made me.
He broke up with you?
Kind of. Yeah, basically. Yeah. It was like we were arguing so much. We were both kind of over the relationship. And so he came to me one day and was like, yo, like, I'm going to Florida. And I was like, okay. And then literally, like, but we stayed together still for like a month while he got his stuff together. And I drove him to the airport. We hugged. And that was it. And then I saw him 2 months later when I went to Florida.
Damn, that's crazy. Props to him, though, because I know it's not easy, you know, for some people. At the end of the day, it's just...
Especially, like, when other people are, like other people find out. I feel like it's definitely like, yo, your girl's, like, a dancer. Like, yeah, I definitely get it. But
yeah, I feel like my bad again. Like, it's like there's no hate. I'm just saying, like,
I just couldn't do it. We talked about it before. I think it's like if you're going into it and she's already a stripper, that's a decision that you're making to get with her. Yes. You know that she's a stripper. But it's like if we're already together and then you want to become a stripper, I'm gonna be like, all right, but maybe you could do this instead. Yeah. It's like we're not starving.
I think it was because we were so young. He was only 19 and he was 20 and I was 17, 19 when we got together. But when I started dancing, of course, I was 18 and he was 20.
Damn near crying.
So.
For real, though.
Okay, so you do OnlyFans, right?
Yes.
When did you start doing OnlyFans and why did you decide to?
And how is it going?
So, OnlyFans, I've had OnlyFans like I've had OnlyFans for so long. I made it like I think during the COVID shit. I made it when like it was like really popping.
Work from home.
But I think actually I made it after it was like really popping, like because I don't know, I'm such a procrastinator that like I'll say, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Man, did y'all see that freaking YouTube video I posted like 4 years ago that I keep saying I'm gonna do YouTube and I still haven't posted a damn video? I'm like a procrastinator to the fullest. And so like I made the OnlyFans after the hype, okay? And then I finally started posting on there like little by little by little by little. So like literally like if you go on there now, you'll see more content on there, and I'm being more active on my OnlyFans. But I did it because I'm like, half the time, I don't even feel like going to the club. I don't feel like being in these dudes' faces. Like, after a while, it really is, like, draining. Like, being in heels all damn night. Like, literally walking around, fucking drinking, smoking. I'm still going to smoke when I'm at home, but the drinking. Like, it's just, it really is, like, draining.
So it literally was like work from home.
Literally.
Like you just decided, fuck it, instead of going there, I'm going to do it over here.
Yeah. And it's like, but I wasn't really being active on OnlyFans. It was more so like, oh, subscribe to my OnlyFans. I get subscriptions. And then now I have money on my OnlyFans for like plugging gas and shit. Like,
just wondering,
but yeah, like now I definitely am getting more active on there though, because I'm like, why not like make the money online?
You should promote more on your Instagram of your OnlyFans.
Okay.
Because we did a little
You don't
deep
have
dive
anything
on your
posted
Instagram.
Yeah, I took all of my pictures down because I wanted to like rebrand and like read.
Back to Jersey.
Yeah, like
Stay.
yeah.
What kind of content do you post on your OnlyFans?
Mostly like solo content. I post a lot of like nudes. Like, okay, this is how I run my OnlyFans though. For y'all that is freaking confused, because people will tell me.
It? What's the name?
It is OnlyFans.com.
Jason wants to get a free link.
Wait, it is OnlyFans.com. Wait, let me see.
I got you, bro.
We'll put it at the
Fuck
bottom.
you.
Yeah,
promised him I
I
would
think
ask.
it's like.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's my dancer Instagram. Like it's like ___ treasure me, because my dance name is Treasure. So.
Oh yeah, just like you can answer this as fast as you can. But like, what made you pick that name? And you know, like how hard is it to pick a stripper name too?
Okay, so I went through. This is my third stripper name. Yes, I had two before that. First one was Bambi. No, first one was Storm, and then the second one was Bambi, and now it's Treasure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm in Treasure like everywhere I go now. Like it's just Treasure.
Fly.
But I got Treasure. This is gonna sound really crazy, guys. This is gonna sound really fucking crazy.
Let's
My
hear it.
boyfriend's little sister's middle name is Treasure. And when I met her and they would call her Treasure, I was like, yo, that would be such
It's a great
freaking
stripper name.
Yo, literally. And so I asked him. So I asked him, like, yo, like, would you feel a way if I use that as my name? And he was like, no. And
I'd
it
be
just
honored.
fit. Like, yeah. So, Treasure.
Fly.
Oh, but what was the question before that? I'm so sorry.
I don't remember. Something about the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Content.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, like, I mostly just do, like nudes. And like, oh, fuck, that's what I was saying. The way that I run my OnlyFans. Okay. So the way that I do it, no, because people are always messaging me. They're like, oh, I want to subscribe to your OnlyFans, but like you don't have enough content on there. And the thing is that I don't really post on my main page. There are different ways to run your OnlyFans. Like some girls have free OnlyFans where you can go to their shit and you subscribe for free, but you could pay for the whole video. Like, you know what I mean? They'll post like snippets and you have to pay for the whole thing. The way that I do my OnlyFans is that I will post like pictures and stuff on my page as if it's like an Instagram. You know what I mean? But I do like requested content. So if you want like specific things, that's like how I make most of my money. And so like now I'm like making my menu and like all that shit. So like it's a set price and like all that shit. So yeah, we getting it together though, y'all. So
Fly shit, though.
yeah.
Have you ever done any content with your man?
No, but like I really want to. I
Does
really
he
want
want
to.
to though?
He's like indifferent. Like he's like, okay, for you. Like, but it's not like he would be like, yeah, like let's make some videos. Like
Make some money. Fuck the
Yeah.
video.
But it's like in all reality, like, yeah, like I would love to make videos of him.
Do you make good money on OnlyFans?
On OnlyFans, like I'm not gonna lie, like when I'm consistent, yes, I do. Like I actually really do make good money when I'm consistent on there. But like when I'm not, no, I've had guys like literally like sending me money, begging me to post on there. They're like, yo, like you're so like amazing, like post more. And I'm like, I'm just so lazy. I don't feel like I'm too lazy to set the fucking camera up and fucking twerk and shake my ass. Like, and it's not that damn hard. I will
Gotta get the angles
literally,
right.
yes. I will go through old pictures and shit. I'm like, this is a cute old fucking Snapchat video. Let me just send this. Like,
Yo, I'm just wondering, like, how many? You don't have to name them, by the way. How many Franklin heads are subscribed to your OnlyFans?
I actually don't know. Some people are like,
Oh, it doesn't give you like a
anonymous.
notification.
No,
This person, that person.
So if you make an account name,
How you know?
if you make an account name, then yeah, it'll say your name. But like some people, I do know exactly who it is on my OnlyFans. Like, and it's some guys that like I've either met like at the club or like I know them like, and they put their like name on their account, so I know who it is. But like, yeah, like.
Do you feel any type of way when it's somebody that you know personally?
Believe it or not, no. I don't.
So if Jason
Why do you
subscribed, I'm just
Yeah,
using you as an
that's a
example, bro. But if Jason subscribed and he asked for a video, you wouldn't feel any type of way. You'd just be like, sure.
As long as you got the money, we good.
Okay, Jade, I just want to tell you something, right? So this is a couple days ago, right?
Let's hear it.
This is a couple days ago when we messaged you to be on the pod, right?
Yeah.
Davey was like, "Hey," and you remember this? I know. He was like,
Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, yo, you should subscribe.
"Yeah." He's saying,
He was like, no, what the fuck? Why? I was like, bro, just for research.
For research that I didn't want to investigate into. No offense. And then he was calling me a hater for not supporting. My bad. I don't mean to sound like a hater.
I was like, bro, you don't gotta watch it.
I would shout you out on my page. Like, you know what I mean? Like Davey could have done that himself.
Funny.
I got a girl. I can't do that.
Y'all are
up,
so
Davey.
funny.
Just know I support you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever be with
Yeah, he supports you. He's just waiting for the full link. Like,
you shut up.
No, but like I actually am trying to like be more active on my dancer page as opposed to like my main Instagram, because I really want my main Instagram to focus on like I'm starting to do nails, and like I want to like focus on like my business and like all those things on my main page, and then my thought shit do it on the other page.
so what's like your long-term goal? You want to start like a what's that called? Cosmetology business?
No, I actually want to be a lawyer.
Fly.
Yeah, I'm actually going back to school this fall.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's what's up. We're going back to school, too.
Yeah. I know, look, we all fucking year we were supposed to graduate, we going back.
Isn't it crazy? Like, what, 4 years later?
Yes,
Yeah,
literally.
bro, you're going back with more money than before. So.
Yes. What are you guys going to school for?
I'm going back for business, though.
Okay, that's dope.
I'm
And what
going
about
for
you?
advertisement graphic design.
Dope. That's what's up. Yeah, I actually want to be, before I wanted to be a defense attorney, but now I want to be a media lawyer. So like, I want to defend like celebrities and like shit like that. Like I want to have like really big like cases like that.
Wow.
Work with teams and shit like that, you know? Like Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian.
Johnny Cochran? Who the fuck?
You know
You don't know who that is?
No.
He's a celebrity, though. I know his name. He's a celebrity, right?
Yes, he's a famous lawyer. He got freaking.
Wait. He's a lawyer?
Yes, he's the one that got off O.J. Simpson. He's part of the Dream Team.
Is that
Robert
his real
Shapiro.
last name? Cochran?
Cochran, yes, Johnny Cochran.
I seen memes
Wait,
about him.
hold on.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. The information.
Cockran, I think.
Oh, Cochran.
Yes.
Bruh. I thought you were saying cock ring.
What?
Anyways.
Davey, you're weird.
Bro, why do you think I'm so confused? I'm like, what? That's this man's name?
No, you're just on.
What?
What? Man, he's
another
a good
level.
ass lawyer, though. For real.
He got OJ off. Shit.
Yes, like I want to be one of those. As you can see, I like to talk.
For real, though. No, it's going to benefit you, honestly, in the long run, because, like, why not? Fuck
Do
it.
your parents know that you have an OnlyFans?
No, I doubt it. Yeah.
I don't think they would care at this point.
Yeah, like I'm fucking 22 years old. Like what the hell?
I don't know, bro. There's a difference. Because I feel like being a stripper is one thing, but now they're looking at it and they're thinking, all right, you're doing OnlyFans, so now you're doing porn.
You know what I really like though about OnlyFans? That people that like, this is what scared me, that I made the account but I wasn't posting on there for so long, is that I was thinking about it like it was fucking porn. But in all reality, it's not like porn. And the reason why it's not like porn is because if you don't subscribe to my thing, to my page, you're not going to see my content.
That's true.
So it's, and I was so afraid, oh my God, this one's going to see it, that one's going to see it. If you screenshot my shit, I can sue your ass personally and I will come for you. So don't play with me straight like that. So I'm not really worried about it. So if you do say something about my OnlyFans, that means that you subscribed to my page and you were looking at the content. So baby, you putting money in my pocket. What do you have to say? And so that's how I look at it.
You put a request in.
Okay.
For real, though. Then again, you're still getting paid, so fuck it.
Yeah,
Why not, you
exactly,
know?
right?
Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think it's time for that question. Come on, Davey.
Let's hear it.
Me? All right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, Jada, you know, let's talk about high school, right? Let's talk about what you experienced during high school and during, I think it was freshman year.
Yes, freshman fucking
Damn,
year.
freshman year?
Crazy.
Can you tell us from start to finish, please?
Okay, so do you guys want to know like how it got out? Like
Yeah.
everything?
We want to know. Yeah, we want to know your perspective because We already heard Fredo's perspective.
Okay.
So we want to hear yours.
Really? You guys spoke to him?
Yeah.
He's on the part. He's our
That
first
was
episode.
the first episode was Freda.
You should check out our podcast.
No, I was looking at the video. I saw the one with Tiffany.
Yeah.
And I was watching that, but like, oh my god, that's so fucking weird. Oh my
Tiff was
god.
supposed to be here, but she had like an emergency to do, but you know.
I love Tiffany. I haven't seen her since high school. I don't know what it is about her energy. Like, I don't, like, seriously, like, I just love her so much. Like, I see her on Instagram all the time, like, Tiffany, I literally love you so much. I comment that on her page all the time. Like, she just has such a good vibe, like, such good energy. I love it. Tiffany, I love you.
Should have been here.
But, okay. So, freshman year. I think that I decided for us to, like, make a video of us having sex. Pretty sure that's how it went. Like, 99.9% sure. Because I'm just a fucking, like, crazy. But, yeah, so we did. And it was actually on neither one of our phones. It was actually on... I actually took my sister's boyfriend's phone. That was, like, his old phone that they weren't using, and I didn't have a phone. And so I took it. And so we recorded it on that phone, and we were at his house. And so I left the phone there. Yeah. I don't care. This is my boyfriend. We've been together for almost fucking what? Like a year and a half, 2 years we had been together at that point, which is fucking crazy because we were so young. Yeah, we were really young. We started dating 8th grade and into 9th grade. I didn't break up with him until like the end of fucking freshman year. So anyways, so I left the phone with him. And I guess he sent this video to fucking Alexis ass. And I still, never mind. Okay. Yeah, so that's how that, how that.
Your friend?
Yo, I was cool with this bitch. I was cool with this. Everybody that know me and Franklin know that I was always a cool ass bitch. What beef was I ever in? What problems did I ever have with anybody? Like, bitches were just hating on me, straight like that. And not because I feel like I'm better than anybody or nothing like that, but that's when I really realized, like, bitches is really hating on me. Because why would you go out of your way to make me look crazy or to embarrass me or whatever the fuck? Because you feel a way towards me, straight like that. So, I think that he wanted to, like, have sex with her. And so he was sending her the video to, like, show her him having sex. Because fucking stupid niggas do shit like that. Fucking idiot. And I just remember being in school. And I think I said this in my YouTube video. I was in Spanish class. And this girl that I was cool with, she came in and she was like, yo, Jada, like, do you have, like, a sex tape? Because, like, these kids in, like, my homeroom class were just talking about, like, this video and it's you and this and the third and whatever. And I'm like, no. Like, no. Mind you, this is days before it actually, like, got out. Okay? Shit. So I go to him and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this about? Like, what is she talking about? It's like, oh, I just sent it to, he actually sent it to Nicole, I think, too. Ugly ass fucking Nicole. Look like a nigga Nicole. Anyways, so me and her was about to get into it. Cause she was so scared of me. I don't know why she was scared of me. Like, I'm so small. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. But, like, she was so scared. And I'm like, she's like, oh, like, I deleted it and this and third. So I think it was maybe the next day. I'm at fucking, I'm sorry, I curse a lot. You're good. I'm at,
just don't cap.
I am in dance team rehearsal. And we're getting ready to go on the buses. And I saw a group of boys talking, looking at a fucking phone, and for whatever reason, I felt like it was me. Man, we got back to school that next day, and that shit was every fucking where. Everywhere. And it's like, okay, like, how do you cope with, like, I like, to this day, I don't know how I coped with that. I really don't. And so
far, it's kind of adding up.
So
basically exactly the way that he said it.
Yeah.
Except for one thing. So he said that, you know, you guys did it on the phone,
yeah.
right? Nobody knew about it except for you two. Mm-hmm. And then someone asked him while he was in school, about the video. He was like, yo, you know, this video, whatever. Then he was like, wait, hold on. Like, what you mean? Like, nobody should know besides us. So why is somebody asking me about it? Something along those lines, right, Chris?
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy is that he never mentioned that. If that's the case, he never said that to me.
Do you remember, Chris, do you remember the story a little more?
You pretty much hit it on the nail. Like, somebody confronted him about it, and then that's when he figured that it got out before him.
So because he thought that it got out, that's why he sent it? Is that his fucking excuse?
I think that's the same thing we asked him.
Yeah.
I ain't seen this man in so many years. I'm about to slap the shit out of him. Is he fucking dumb? At this big ass age?
No, but
Like, I'm sorry, but that
wait, before you do that, just watch the podcast first, please.
No, okay,
And if you need specifics, just go last 20 minutes of it.
okay.
Last 20
I
minutes.
still don't understand though why he sent it to Nicole and who's the other person's name?
Because I asked him. So let me tell you how
Nicole,
I
like
actually
the soccer
found.
player, Nicole?
No, not pretty Nicole, not cool Nicole, not what was her name? The blonde one that used to fuck with everybody. She literally had your body type.
Damn, that's crazy.
And you gonna play me with this bitch? Like, what the fuck?
Built like a door.
Literally built like a fucking linebacker. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, that's a good thing. That's a good thing on my end, though.
Yeah, like, no, you're fine. Like, you have a fine physique, but for a bitch to be built like that mummy, like, something is wrong. Anyways, y'all, back to the story. I really, like, some of this is blurry for me now because I guess I just put some of it out of my mind, but.
Did your parents see the video?
So we're
Bro,
gonna,
you're skipping way too ahead.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we don't.
So, I believe I might have asked him about it. Maybe not that. I don't know if I asked him about it then. I don't know what. I really can't remember. All I remember is literally. Now I'm at home. My family found out about it. And my sisters are literally in the room. We all in a room. Me and my sisters and my mom, everybody fucking crying. My sister literally telling me, bitch, do not go back to that school. They're going to fucking, like, eat you alive. Do not go back to that school. Straight like that. Because she went to Franklin for years before us. She know how Franklin is. She know how vicious Franklin can be. She's still like, don't go back. But me, why am I not going to go back? I did some shit. I got to live with that. It is what it is. And so, and plus my mom was not having that. She was on that type of time, bitch. You did this, you going back to school. Like, so, but yeah. I remember being in the principal's office though. This is when it got crazy. I was in class or I was walking in the hallway with somebody and one of the principals or somebody came up to me and was like, I need you to come into the office. And the principal was like, the kids was talking in a classroom about a video with you, and we need to know if this is you on the video. So now I'm standing in a fucking office with the principal and a fucking officer in Franklin High School, and they watching a video of me having sex, literally, because they had to see if it was me and all this shit.
That's kind of weird.
Mind you, fucking my friend coming to the office telling me that it's a nigga airdropping the shit in the fucking cafeteria to everybody, and I was like, yo, like,
Wow.
like that shit was really fucked up. Fucking Dominic. Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying his motherfucking name. That nigga they told me that his ass was airdropping that shit in fucking Franklin, the cafeteria. Fuck that nigga. Straight like that.
I mean,
It's certain shit. I don't hold grudges. I do not hold grudges for nothing. But it's certain shit that it's like for the bitch to send it out and for that nigga to really like disrespect me to that level, like that's crazy to me. Like that's like really like fuck you. Like really like the entire school, bitch. If you got an iPhone, that means that shit is coming to your motherfucking phone. Whether you accept it or not, it's going onto your phone. So to me,
I have an Android.
at that point, it was like, okay, well, I can't trust nobody. Even the girls that I thought was cool with, I hear bitches talking about me. Everybody calling me a hoe. Oh, I'm easy. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Oh, nobody believed that was Alfredo on the video with me. They swear to God I cheated on him with a black boy. And I'm like, this is my boyfriend, like literally. Like I remember he told me too. He was like, "Yo, like niggas is telling me that that's not me in the video," and like we were like talking about it amongst ourselves, but like he was saying like that's crazy, basically. But it's like this is because of you though.
So you guys were still together while this
I
whole thing
stayed
was
with
going
his
on.
ass, and I stayed with him because I remember I made an Ask FM after this too, and somebody asked me that. They were like, "Bitch, you dumb. Like, why you still with him?" Like, but the thing is that like, in my mind, it was be with this person that exposed you and knows exactly what this feels like, or be by yourself and have nobody at all. So I wanted to be with him because at least if anybody understood me completely, it was him. At least if I could talk to somebody, it was him. And so that's just what it was. And I remember like this was like a few months later. I don't know if this was the same year or whatever, but his ass definitely I don't know if he remembered this, but his ass definitely called me drunk as hell one night. And I asked him, like, did you cheat on me all of these times? And did you do this to me all these times because you knew that I would take you back? And he told me, yeah. So he already knew. And most guys, but that's why now, like, I'm not that bitch no more. Like, you're not gonna play me for nothing. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, and I feel like that experience, like, kind of traumatized me so much that's why I have such a guard up now. Because after the fact, I was very depressed. And I was doing a whole bunch of stupid shit. Literally, stupid ass shit. Until I met the boy that I'm with now. And me and him have been together since. It took me 4 fucking years till senior year to really be with somebody that really, like, looked past all that shit. Mind you, sophomore year, we came back to high school. I'm thinking all that exposed shit gonna be done. Nope. Niggas is bringing that shit right the fuck back up. It was, like, literally, like, it was, like... And maybe to everybody else it wasn't. Maybe it's because it's my life, and so it felt like it was like the center of everything. But it felt like nobody wanted to let that shit go. That's literally how it would feel to me. Because when me and my girl Brianna became friends, and next year, she's telling me bitches is showing her the fucking video. And me and her is friends now. And she's telling me this the same fucking week that we met. So which means niggas got this shit on their phone still from the year previous. Why are you so fucking obsessed with me? Get a fucking life. Y'all niggas is really weird. Like, it's so fucking weird. But again, that's what happens when you are chosen. I believe I had to go through that in order to, now I could tell the girls, don't allow yourself to go through that. Wait to have sex. Like, please don't record yourself having, especially as a fucking minor. The cops came to my house after that shit, and they asked me if I wanted to press charges against his ass. Asked me and my family if we want to press charges. My dad said no, because they still loved Alfredo, even after all that shit that he did to me. My dad said no. The school ended up...
What if you wanted to say yes?
I said no, too, because I still wanted to be with him. And so, and I don't know, we just not like, it's my dad saw it as this was a young boy that made a mistake. If it was now, I don't know if I would have let that shit go.
But you were saying the school ended up...
Yeah, I think that they ended up, like, doing something, like, pressing charges or something. Because I remember his mom called my dad and was asking if he did end up, like, pressing charges or whatever. Because they told us that if we was, like, a few counties over or whatever, we definitely could have been registered as sex offenders. Holy shit. And if that nigga would have fucked my shit up like that, I would have fucked his ass up that same damn night. Like, literally, because that's child pornography. So regardless of whether it was us or it was somebody else, no, bitch. Like, that's and the thing that was, like, so heartbreaking is that the amount of attention and the amount of, like, yo, my fucking Instagram followers, bro, after that shit happened, my Instagram following went crazy. Like, literally.
Wow.
Like,
What the
yo,
fuck?
it was like.
Oh, that's that girl with the video.
Yo, literally,
Bruh,
people would stop me in the
what
hallway,
the
like,
fuck?
yo, like, you that girl, like, and I'm like, I remember I was walking, bro, I was walking with Denari, bro, on my 16th birthday. Denari, if you watch this, I fucking love you. I was walking around the hallway, and this girl gonna stop me. And she's like, yo, is you that girl? Then they were like, yes, it's her. Like, can you leave her alone? Like, it's her birthday. Like, she started going off on the girl. Like, and it was just, at the time, I wasn't so outspoken as I am now. So to me, it was like, and then being in that place, I felt very ashamed. You know, I felt very ashamed. And so having those certain people that was there for me, stuck up for me, like, it meant a lot to me. And I will never forget that. Like, because people really tried to damage me mentally, spiritually, like really break me down. But you only break people down because you're weak yourself. You try to bring them down to your level. Bitch, you could never. Period.
How do you feel about him now?
Who, Alfredo?
Yeah. Like if you could say something
Keep it
to
a
him
buck.
right
Keep
now,
it
what would
100.
you
It's
say?
just don't cap.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably get anxiety seeing him. I probably really would. And because that was the first boy that I ever like really loved. Like I had a boyfriend before Alfredo, but like I really loved Alfredo. Like I really invested a lot of time into him. Like I knew his family. Like I really did love him. Like he took my virginity. Like literally all of that. And so it broke my heart that I trusted him so much, and then he betrayed me, like, with that trust that I gave him. And so I feel like seeing him, I think that the last time that I saw him, I mean, of course, it was, like, in high school, but, like, we didn't speak since freshman year. I think after freshman year, we never spoke again. I think he would text me. Like, it's so funny. Like, I downloaded Snapchat again, like I think this last year, and I was going through our old messages, and it's so funny. Like I was looking at how like I was telling him to leave me the fuck alone. Like it's so funny. Like, but I only got like that because with me, I'm either all or nothing. It's the Sagittarius in me. We either really like go hard, you got me, I'm all for you, or nigga, it's fuck you. Like literally, like you did me dirty in a way that I would never do you. I wouldn't. He has a little sister, and I would never wish, like, nigga, you're not even thinking. Like, you literally have a little sister. You're not even, like, putting it into perspective of, like, if this was to happen to her. Like, and you telling me that you love me. And so that's what really hurt me the most. But you said, what would I say to him? Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll have anything to say. Honestly, I don't think I would. We could probably be in the same presence, but I don't think that I'll be able to, like, say anything to him. Yeah.
Damn.
For real.
Well, it's about an hour 20. Is there any
Promote yourself.
Yeah, y'all. You feel me?
OnlyFans.
Follow me on Instagram at the Jade Marie, TheJaydemarie. I hope I said that right, but and then my dancer page is 3_ treasure me. Same with my Twitter and my OnlyFans. So yeah, I'm gonna send you guys the links though. So if you want to put it in video or whatever. So yeah, thank you guys so much again for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we appreciate you for giving your time.
Thank you. I'm sorry I talk so much. Like I be talking for real. But thank you so much.
We'll catch y'all guys next time. By the way,
Bye.
keep enjoying the podcast.